Arcane is an animated action-adventure series crafted by Christian Link and Alex Yee. It debuted on Netflix, being produced by a French company known as Fort Pkwy. I'm sure I said that wrong. The series chronicles an alternate universe telling of characters from the League of Legends game created by Riot. It's a wildly popular production, and I highly recommend you watch it in its entirety. With that in mind, let's analyze one of the greatest scenes in this illustrious series, namely the standoff between Echo and Jinx. And of course, here's your spoiler warning. As a brief background, so this will all make sense, in the scene we are about to analyze, a character by the name of Jinx is attempting to capture her sister, or stepsister, and her stepsister's friend or girlfriend, occasional lay, something like that. Said sister and friend are in no condition to fight, and Echo, longtime friend of both Jinx and the stepsister, stands in between the two parties. It's worth noting Jinx is insane by this point, and they're basically in a dystopian world. So let's just get into it.
Oh, look who it is! The boy savior!
Probably the most profound component of this entire scene is how the battle between Jinx and Echo reflects the struggles observed in the entire series. It's an allegory for everything that has come before, and we're going to see afterward. In just the first few seconds of footage, Echo stands in between Jinx and the people she wishes to do harm. Her prize for all intents and purposes. We see Echo enveloped in light from behind, giving an angelic appearance that communicates how he is a protector and the righteous one in this standoff. You probably didn't notice it, but your brain did, that this imagery is indicative of angels when they are sent on righteous crusades or to do God's will. In contrast, Jinx is steeped in darkness. This tells us that she has lost her way, and it amplifies how dangerous that she can be. Additionally, the lighting stage right of her barely illuminates her pale skin, creating contrast against her body. This is a common camera trick, making it more dramatic. With only half of her in light and half of her not, it seems more ominous. I stated it already, but I absolutely love the use of lighting by the animators. As Echo stares back at Jinx and considers his options, the angelic light that was behind him begins to flicker. It shows that he's considering what he is going to do and how far he's willing to go. Is he willing to leave the light to do what needs to be done to defeat Jinx? It not only creates a neat effect when you're watching it, but it reflects the conflict within Echo internally. Ultimately, he makes his decision and chuckles to himself. The acceptance of what has to be done can not be overstated, as the subtle actions and subtle responses is clear to see. Even though it doesn't seem like it, everything both Jinx and Echo does is moving us towards this fight. As he slowly drops the watch, we see the old friendship that existed between the two as they both take their stances. The background music slowly swells in time with the watch that's moving back and forth, and there's a sense that something major is about to occur. And we really need to remember that this is an animation, so everything you're listening to is ADR and Foley sound, or sound that's added afterwards. It's so seamless that you forget that you're looking at a fiction, that something is, well, a glorified cartoon. It's pretty easy to forget that all of it is added in. From the stopwatch to the clink of the gun, it's all there, it's seamless, and it's done wonderfully. We're only 48 seconds into the scene, and already the background of the two is established. Echo and Jinx used to be friends. This we knew through dialogue that went throughout the series up to this point, but everything we're watching now adds a layer of what kind of friends they were. From everything that can be observed, the two were probably really close and could have stayed friends if not for the dystopian realities of the universe that they were in. They played together, trained together, they did a lot together. Also, the use of the ash and debris that we can see around them really adds depth to the animation. It makes it feel more realistic. Interesting enough, going along with the theme, there is somewhat of an Easter egg here. The watch itself moving with seconds, and the fact that we're going to see it all reverse in the end, is a callback to the League of Legends game. It's not one-to-one, but it does show his power utilized within League of Legends.
Underground city, we all sin. If I bring a couple rounds with me, then we all win. I came back and brought the crown with me. The king's dead. Break your necks and say your neck, 'cause everybody's on your head. This might kick your butt, go run them up and pay my nail. Never learned to raise my hand. Was too busy raising hell. Everything I know I am. You should go and save yourself. Thought you had my number, huh? Congratulations, played yourself.
I cannot express how perfect this cinematic experience is. By switching between the two as adults trying to kill each other and then as kids playing together, we are not only seeing a well-choreographed fight, but it's also giving us so much backstory. It allows the animators to explore how visceral this fight is without actually being graphic. As an example, the area that Echo and Jinx are fighting in is littered with bodies and blood. Long story how they got there, you'd have to actually watch it. However, in this scene, they are using paint from when they were kids to simulate the splashing that you see going around his feet. Not only is it a way to reflect on the past, but they're able to use allegory to reflect the real situation. I also love how Jinx is just living her best life here. She's back to being a kid again.
Underground utopia, dynasties in dystopia. Fear is never an option. Sometimes it's not a real phobia. I'm being the odd. Wasn't at every occasion that's ever defeated the gods. Switch up the mind. Nothing but champions coming up, rolling up one of those squad.
And like that, we're back to reality. Echo charges Jinx, dodging her attacks, and comes up for the fatal blow. The slowing down of time right before Jinx is hit again is a cinematic masterpiece. As I stated, we see the light which bathes Echo, showing that he is truly about to be the savior that was stated at the beginning. Jinx is in the darkness, showing her nature, how she has fallen from grace. And it's worth noting that the light coming from behind Echo hits his back but illuminates Jinx's front. This creates a division between the two, and it's interesting that it's swapped. Echo is in the dark, Jinx is in the light. While it's not definitive, it could be a way of showing how the two are pulling each other to the opposite side. Echo is becoming darker because of Jinx, and by contrast, this means that Jinx is moving towards the light. But the question is that what we actually see? Maybe. Let's play it one last time. When they were kids, Jinx clearly was able to hit Echo. Here's the question. From everything we see, the moves and actions of both of them are exactly the same. Child Echo is dodging the same attacks that adult Jinx is using. In the first scenario, Child Echo is hit with the paint. So why doesn't adult Echo get shot? It's possible that he dodged it, but we don't see that. So here's my question. Is it possible that Jinx threw her shot? That she missed him on purpose because she wants all this to end. She realized where everything was going and who she was, and that she was going to hurt the person she used to care about most. She just wanted it all to go away. If she missed him, then the light being reflected off of her would show that she's moving towards the light a little bit, even if subconsciously. I don't know if I personally subscribe to this, but it's worth taking a look at, and if so, it's pretty powerful. There is no holding back here. The hits are visceral. Jinx is desperately trying to defend herself when it becomes real and is unable to, so she's pummeled. It stops when Echo realizes what he's doing, standing above a bloodied Jinx who is waiting for the end, which was the goal. Echo was trying to remove the threat, but the entirety of the scene before and everything we see now shows that he can't do it. And so, with him unable to finish the job, she does it for him. And here we are left with nothing else. Of course, there's more to the story, but this is the end for this scene. From beginning to end, it has given us a totality of what Arcane is, and it did it in less than 3 minutes. It is exceptional choreography and exceptional storytelling. The music utilized is Dynasties and Dystopia by Denzel Curry, Grizzle, and Bryn Joy. While the music is really good for a fight scene, it also helps with the pacing. The words are reflective of the attitude of everything that's happening and everything that's going on in the underground. Specifically, the focus on how fighting and combat is what it takes to survive. It's powerful in its messaging, and it's powerful to push the fight forward. Ultimately, this is one of the best scenes in all of Arcane. It really highlights how well the series was and what great storytelling you see. Everyone should definitely check it out. You're not going to regret it. Hey guys, thanks for dropping by. If you want to see more of this content, hit the subscribe button below and like the video. Heck, leave a comment and tell me what you thought of Arcane and what scenes you'd love to see broken down in the future. I'll catch you on the next one.